What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Jurassic World Evolution. Welcome back to the ranking of all 68 species in the game. 67 dinosaurs and a pteranodon. Today we are doing the middle 23. Last time I did the bottom 20. My least favorite 20 dinosaurs in the game. If you missed that video, why are you watching this first of all? But if you did, I'm going to put a recap on the screen right now of the bottom 20. So you're all caught up, or just to refresh your memory. So today we're going through the middle 23. That's numbers 48 through 26. We're going to do. These ones are all pretty solid dinosaurs, just not super exceptional dinosaurs that make it to the top 25. Although near the end we're going to be almost to the top 25. So they're all great dinosaurs here today. Like, we pretty much don't have any bad ones left. I pretty much like every dinosaur on this list at this point. So, without any further ado, let's get started. We're going to continue on with number 48. At number 48, I have the Chasmosaurus, and this dinosaur is where it is on this list for one reason only. It's definitely not the body. The body is boring. It's the frill. That's why everyone loves this dinosaur. It's the frill. That frill is incredible, and I wish it would turn around so I could see it in light. There we go. Just the ridges kind of running up through it, and just the bony texture to it, the color on it that you can't really see because it's facing the shadows. Why Chasmosaurus? Why are you facing the shadows? It's really cool looking. It's a really cool looking ceratopsid. Definitely stands out among its others in the group. The only issue with it, I guess, would be the skins are fairly boring, not super interesting. But you know what? The model's cool. Overall, it's a cool dinosaur. The skins aren't the best. They're not terrible though. So overall, pretty solid dinosaur. At number 47, I have, in my opinion, one of the most underrated dinosaurs in the game. This is the giant Spinosaurus. Certainly the most underrated Stegosaurid in the game. Well, I don't know. It's debatable with another one later on the list. But giant Spinosaurus is awesome. Just the model is really cool. You know, with those giant shoulder spikes. They're absolutely massive, and they're awesome. This guy is super cool. People don't use him enough. The skins are actually amazing. The vivid giant Spinosaurus skin is one of my favorite skins in the game. So yeah, overall, spectacular. It's a great dinosaur, great model, awesome spikes. The spikes are just awesome. I can't get over them. And amazing skins, especially for a Stegosaurus. Not many of them have awesome skins like that, but this guy definitely does. So pretty solid dinosaur. Alright, at number 46 is a relatively new addition to the game, the Nigersaurus from the Herbivore pack. This is easily the most unique sauropod in the game. It's not even close. Like, it's like, duh. It's tiny, first of all. It's the smallest sauropod by a long shot. It eats from ground feeders, which is completely unique for sauropod. And it just looks different. It looks weird. It's like all chubby. The face is like a hippo. I really like it, and yeah, it's unique. Uniqueness is a thing that, you know, I really appreciate when it comes to these dinosaurs. It's important to have them stand out among others, especially in this group. And there's no other sauropod that even looks anything like this. The skins are pretty cool as well. I don't use them too much actually, but from what I remember, they seem pretty cool. So overall, very unique addition to the game, and it's a great sauropod. At number 45 is one of the dinosaurs that got a remodel in the Return to Jurassic Park series, in the DLC, the Stegosaurus. And honestly, the Stegosaurus is so much better now. It soared up on my list. Because before, the Stegosaurus was cool and all. You know, it was iconic. It still is iconic. So it got points for that. But, and the model was pretty decent. But, it just... the skins were the big problem. Just the skins, the coloring in general. It was gray. It was boring, like the Albertasaurus. It was boring. Boring, boring, boring. The other skins were actually decent, but they were just kind of dull colors. And I really wish they'd be more vibrant, or at least have some more contrast between the colors. And now the new Stegosaurus skins, they deliver on that for sure. They're a lot better. So Stegosaurus is now a dinosaur that's soared up in my rankings. And I actually really like it now. At number 44 is one of the thickest dinosaurs in the game, the Nodosaurus. The Nodosaurus is awesome. It's an ankylosaurian. And so, of course, there is the ankylosaurian skin problem where they all are kind of dull. But this guy, his colors really work, you know? He looks like he's made of, like, sandstone or something. And all the other skins work with that really well. So even though they're pretty dull, they really suit the Nodosaurus, and I really like them. He has a cool spike pattern with the spikes on the sides. That armor is so tough looking. Just the texture on it is the main reason I love this dinosaur. Just how he looks. It's hard to even describe. You know, it's not as unique of a pattern as even like maybe a Polacanthus or some other ankylosaurians, but just the colors and the texture on him really make him a cool dude. He's a cool dude. At number 43 is another one of the thickest dinosaurs in the game, the Spinosaurus. And when I say thick, I mean thick. This thing is chunky, and I love it. I love how chunky it is. It's very different from the other ceratopsids because it's fat. It's got rolls of fat in its design. The model of the dinosaur has rolls of fat on it. How can you not love it? It's wonderful. Although jokes aside, it is a cool looking dinosaur. The frill is awesome, like that sort of tidal wave shape where it kind of just curls up like that with all the spikes on top. The holes in the frill probably are not scientifically accurate, but I think they're pretty cool, and you know, it's Jurassic World evolution. So we have hybrids, we can have dinosaurs with holes in their frill. So I'm cool with that. The skins are pretty cool as well. There's a few, I don't remember which ones. I think it's the coastal. Maybe I'm wrong though. There's some really cool skins for this guy. So overall, really solid ceratopsid, or ceratopsid, no, ceratopsid. Really solid ceratopsid, and I like him a lot. At number 42, I have the Majungsaurus, one of the first dinosaurs you ever get in the game, a Hadrosaur, and a really cool Hadrosaur. So he is a very good early dinosaur to have. He's super chill, easy to take care of, and he's also still really cool. I like the coloring on him, sort of the weird striping on the back side. It's kind of like the better version of the Maiasaurus striping pattern, infinitely better, and the sort of like kaleidoscope colors on the face. It looks like someone took a bunch of paint and just splashed it in his face, and that paint changes color depending on the skin you use. It's kind of like the Torosaurus, where they change the coloring on the face and then the body slightly changes color. It's like the Torosaurus, but actually vibrant colors, and it actually works. See, the Torosaurus could have been this cool, but it's not. So, Iguanodon, great early dinosaur. Cool looking skins and everything. Really chill. Cool model. Good addition to your park. At number 41, I have the Tsingtao, another Hadrosaur, and another very unique Hadrosaur. The main distinctive feature for this guy is this little spoon, or a spatula on his head. I know it's like a comb or something, I don't know. It's a spatula on his head. I like him. That head formation makes him stand out. There's this distinctive feature. Every dinosaur needs one to stand out. But then, I don't know, it's just cool looking. It's very different from, like, the Parasaurolophus is higher up on this list than this is, because it's so iconic. And it's always cool to use an iconic dinosaur, but sometimes it's cool to use a dinosaur like this. It's different, not very, not, a lot of people have heard of it, probably before playing this game. It's very different, very unique looking Hadrosaur, and I like it. The skins are pretty cool as well. Not the most fantastic skins in the game, nothing crazy, not standing, but they all work. They're all pretty good. I like it. Tsingtao, you're a pretty cool dude. At number 40 is the Baryonyx. And as we start to get towards the top of this list, you're going to see a lot more carnivores, especially just in this episode. From the beginning of the episode to the end of the episode, you're going to see a lot more carnivores, because the carnivores are just cooler. And next episode is going to have a ton of carnivores. I'm sorry about that, but it's going to be most of the carnivores in the next episode, for the top 25, because the carnivores are just awesome. And the Baryonyx is no exception. I kind of have gone back and forth with the Baryonyx a lot, because people start hating on it a bit, and I do agree. It's a little bit weird. There are some things I don't like about it. I don't like how the face has like acne scarring on it, it looks like, and the mouth is like that weird pink color. I'm not the hugest fan of that, but they're minor details. Overall, the Baryonyx, he looks awesome. The model for the Baryonyx is really cool. I love the texture on the back, that almost alligator-looking texture on the back. And the fact that he actually eats from the fish feeders now is a major thing. Like, the game suits him a lot more. All the aquatic dinosaurs, the game really suits them a lot more now that they can eat from those feeders. The skins are decent. Some of them are not my favorite. But overall, it's a really cool looking dinosaur. It's a carnivore, so I guess bonus points for that. And overall, even though it's been getting some hate over the year this game's been out, I still really like the Baryonyx, and I like to use them in my park. At number 39 is another very, very unique dinosaur, the Pentaceratops. Easily the most unusual looking ceratops in the game. It is very strange. Those huge, huge long legs. It's very tall. And the big tall frills. Everything about this dinosaur is tall. And the horns are all weird. I'll admit, my first time playing this game, I wasn't completely sold on the Pentaceratops. I thought it was very weird, and to be fair, it still is very weird. But overall, I think it really works. The weirdness works. It's a pretty cool looking dinosaur. It's very unique. You can't go wrong with uniqueness. And the skins are pretty solid as well. Nothing super memorable, but they're not bad. And overall, yeah, it's unique. It's huge. I like the fact that it's huge. That's pretty cool. If you're looking for a unique dinosaur to put in your park, and I'm talking really unique, go with the Pentaceratops. At number 38, I have my favorite Stegosaurus in the game, and one that may come as a shock to some people. Because most people, I feel like, would just kind of overlook the Chunkingosaurus. It's just another dinosaur. Put it in with the ungodly mass of herbivores at the bottom of the list. But I really like the Chunkingosaurus. I don't know why I like it so much that it's my favorite Stegosaurid. Well, my favorite Stegosaurid that's all Stegosaurid. I don't know, I just like it. The spike pattern with the back and then the spikes on the tail are really interesting and unique. You've got the bumps on the side, those are pretty cool. But I think my favorite thing about the Chunkingosaurus is the face, if he'll turn towards the light. Look how adorable his face is. I like how he has a little beak on it and just the big old eyes. I think it's adorable. I don't know, people don't appreciate this guy enough. I love him. The skins are awesome. The rainforest skin for the Chunkingosaurus is one of my favorite skins in the game. It's awesome. This dinosaur is awesome. Does not get enough love. Very underrated Stegosaurid. At number 37 is our good old friend, the Stegosaratop. This is the second to lowest hybrid on the list, and the last hybrid we saw was number 68 out of 68. So, the other hybrids besides the Ankylodocus are actually all really solid. They're all ranked at least halfway up the list, if not higher. And the fact that this guy is the second lowest hybrid on the list is kind of crazy, because I love this guy so much. It did grow on me over time. At first, I wasn't completely sold on it. I thought it looked really weird, but that's the point of a hybrid. It's supposed to look weird. And the Ankylodocus looks weird, but not in a good way. This guy looks weird in a good way. It works for him. He is a badass. He's huge. The mission where you get him is all about how much of a badass he is. He can fight back really well against carnivores. I love the huge horns, the colors for the plating on the back, just how big he is. I don't know. He's massive, and I love him. Man, you can't go wrong with this guy in your park. You really can't. The Stegosaratop, maybe the dinosaur that's changed the most for me. If I did this list when the Dr. Wu DLC first came out, I probably would have put it pretty low, but it has shot up my list, and now I love him. I can do nothing but praise this hybrid. At number 36, I have another carnivore. I think the lowest ranked small carnivore on the... No, the Proceratosaurus is lower. The next small carnivore on the list, the Herrerasaurus, and it's a massive improvement over the Proceratosaurus. I love this guy. When the game first came out, one of the biggest issues, and one of the issues it still has, is that a lot of the dinosaurs are too similar. All the large carnivores have the same animations for the most part, until the Carnivore Pack came out. The Carnivore Pack introduced a lot of really cool, unique animations, and we're about to see one right now for this guy. I think this guy has some of the coolest custom animations, though. The drinking animation, where he kind of just takes a bunch of little sips, and this eating animation, where he claws a piece out and then goes after it. It's really cool. But I think my favorite thing about the Herrerasaurus is the skins. The skins are amazing. They're all completely unique. They're really cool, different colors. They're all awesome. Every single skin for the Herrerasaurus looks cool. Like, he's just awesome. That's another one of the issues the game had when it first came out, was a lot of skins were really boring, and the Herrerasaurus it corrected that. So it's very different from any other carnivore in the game, both in the sounds it makes, the skins it has, and the animations it has. So overall, Herrerasaurus, a really, really solid addition to the game with the carnivore pack. At number 35 is the Ceratops. One of the newest additions to the game, came out when Battle at Big Rock came out a while ago. This guy is awesome. Okay, he looks very different from any other Ceratops, mainly in the way that it doesn't have a horn on the nose. Every other Ceratops in the game has a horn on the nose, and this guy does not. So he's unique in that way. The way the horns on the top of the head are formed are very different. He's very cool. The skins are also pretty solid for this guy, and he's kind of adorable. I like him. He's not as crazy and unique and out there as, say, the Pentaceratops, but he's a long way above something like maybe the Chasmosaurus or Torosaurus or something like that. I really like him a lot. He's a great addition to the game. Glad they added him. For free, even. He's free. That's great. At number 34 is the Titan Swan, the Albertasaurus. This guy is very elegant, very beautiful dinosaur, and I really like him. From the Secrets of Dr. Wu DLC, of course. He's a cool addition to the game. I like how, again, he stands out from other Hadrosaurs. He's got the long neck, the long, thin neck with the tiny head on the top. And he's very large as well. Titan Swan, I see where the name comes from. He's pretty darn cool. And that little thing on his head, I forget what it's called. Is it a coom? Am I right about that? Correct me in the comments. Nicely. That thing changes color with the different skins, and they're all really cool, vibrant colors. The skins are great. The model of this guy is something that's very unique. So what's not to like about this guy, the Albertasaurus Titan? It's pretty cool. At number 33, I have another small carnivore, the Deinonychus. This guy is one that, when the game first came out, I was not sold on it like a lot of people were not. Was not completely sold on the model, because if you don't know, Deinonychus it is a real dinosaur, but in real life, the model for the Deinonychus is what was used for the Velociraptor. So this is a completely made-up model for the Deinonychus. And so I wasn't completely sold on it at first. I thought it was kind of weird with the little flappy doodles on the head and the tail. But over time, it really grew on me. I like him. He's very different from other small carnivores. Easily, the coolest thing about this guy is the skins. He may have the best skins. Correction, he had the best skins of any small carnivore by a long shot. The vivid skin for this guy is awesome. The purple, the dark purple and the red, very cool looking. He is very threatening. Very cool colors, very unique model. Wasn't sold on it at first. It grew on me. Now I like him a lot. Deinonychus, pretty solid dinosaur. At number 32 is an adorable little dinosaur, the Dracorex. Dracorex, fight me. I don't care how it's pronounced. You know what I'm talking about. This guy is a very, very cool dinosaur. He's the first pachycephalosaurid you get in the game, and he's a pretty good one. So, he, as I said before, he's adorable. All the little tiny spikes on his face, just how small he is. It's adorable. I love him. Also, the patterning on him, that counter shading is really cool. That kind of that really sharp line between the two colors is really interesting, and the other skins for it really give some cool colors, and I like him a lot. So he's adorable. He's a badass. He's got the spikes. What's not to love about this guy? And number 31 is the Majungsaurus, a very cool medium-sized carnivore. This guy, a lot of the game's doing a better job now of treating some dinosaurs as like medium carnivores, not just large carnivores. Stuff like the Carnotaurus, the Baryonyx, at one point were treated like large carnivores. They still kind of are. But this guy has always been treated as a medium-sized carnivore. He's a very unique size. He's definitely, you can't call him a large carnivore. He's rather small, but not small enough to be called a small carnivore either. He's a very good size, very unique size. Not a lot of dinosaurs are really in that size range. Even other medium carnivores, I'm pretty sure, are a bit bigger than this guy. So, you know, he's cool in that way. He's also cool because he looks like a mutant creature, which I really like. It really, he really sells it pretty well. The skins for this guy are pretty decent. The jungle one, or the rainforest one, looks even more mutant-like. But yeah, overall, very scary looking dinosaur with the teeth and everything, and the bumps on his back. Kind of like the Herrerasoros, but this guy pulls it off way better. So, Majungsaurus is a pretty solid carnivore. He's a carnivore. Come on. And number 30. Wow. Number 30, we have another dinosaur that got a remodel with the Return to Jurassic Park DLC, at least a redone skin. The Pentaceratops, one of the most iconic dinosaurs in the series, of course, for its appearance in, The Lost World and Jurassic Park 3, and I think every film since The Lost World. Actually, he was in the original Jurassic Park as well, just very briefly. This guy is awesome. He's iconic. He's adorable. Look at his little face. He's adorable. The skins were the only thing that was really holding him back before, and now that the skins are remodeled, he has really risen a lot on the list, and he's a very solid dinosaur now. I don't know if he's my highest ranked Hadrosaur. He might be. Not quite. Not quite. He's close, though. So yeah, overall, really cool looking dinosaur. Really nice skins now. The default skin, is still pretty cool. So you can't go wrong with this guy. He's adorable, cool skins, iconic, very iconic. What's not to love? So my game just crashed for no reason, and so I didn't feel like fixing the lighting, so here we go. We're doing this during the day now. Anyway, number 29 is the Sauropelta. This is my favorite ankylosaurian in the game. I don't really know why. I mean, he is awesome. He's very spiky, got the cool shoulder spikes and everything. The face is very cool. He kind of looks like a baby. and also an old man at the same time. Don't ask how that's possible. He just does. Why are you walking into the shadows? You hate me. Why do you hate me? Jeez. But yeah, he's just a really cool, unique Ankylosaurian, and I really like him a lot. The only issue with him is that he's obnoxious to contain in like the campaign mode, which, you know, doesn't really matter because we're on sandbox. So, you know, who really cares? Overall, very solid dinosaur. Skins are pretty decent actually compared to other Ankylosaurians. They actually don't completely suck, so that's something. So overall, Sauropelta, he's a good addition to your park. Yeah, we're doing this during the day now because I don't feel like fixing the lighting because I'm kind of strapped for time right now, so bear with me. Alright, with a very wimpy roar, very disappointing roar. That's more like an oink. The Pentaceratops takes number 28 on my list. You know, the roar is disappointing, but the dinosaur itself looks pretty solid. He's another one kind of like the Majunga, where there aren't a ton of dinosaurs that are really in that size range, where the game actually completely treats him like a medium carnivore. He's a very cool, he's a cool size, he's a cool model. He probably has one of the coolest default skins in the game, if not the coolest. That sort of weird striping, the yellow striping. Some alternate skins for this guy are really awesome as well. What's not to like about him other than the fact that his roar sucks? No offense. At number 27 is another carnivore, another medium-sized carnivore. It's time for the wave of carnivore after carnivore after carnivore. That is the top like 30 on this list. Albertasaurus is pretty cool. I like mostly everything about him. The only issue I really have with him is the fact that the texturing on him is very weird. Let me change this so it doesn't go to nighttime, because I don't want it to go to night. There we go. The texturing on him is a little bit weird. He looks like he's made of rubber. The same thing happens with the Allura Titan, and it kind of works for the Allura Titan. This guy I'm not so sure about, but overall, it's not a big deal. He is pretty cool. Alternate skins are decent, but overall, just the model is the main reason I like him so much. He looks like a smaller T-Rex. Like a more slender T-Rex, which I really like a lot. So overall, Albertasaurus, this is the highest rated Clear Sanctuary dinosaur on the list because he's awesome. So there you go. Alright, the last dinosaur in our middle 23 here is the Iguanodon, number 26. This dinosaur he's pretty cool. I sometimes question whether I should have put him higher, but overall, at the end of the day, even though he is very unique, he has the unique animations and stuff. He, of course, can fight back against small carnivores, which is something that no other Hadrosaur in the game can do. So I'm pretty sure he is my highest rated Hadrosaur now. Even though he's not technically a Hadrosaur, you know what I mean. He is quite cute. The skins on him are pretty solid. The alternate skins are better. This one's pretty monochrome, but alternate skins, pretty cool for this guy. He can fight back, but overall, that puts him above a lot of other dinosaurs in the game. That puts him pretty high up, but not quite high enough to make it into my top 25. The large carnivores in this game are just so awesome. They can't be touched. I'm sorry. So this is where the Iguanodon is. Don't get me wrong. He's very cool. Not cool enough, though. Alright, guys. Well, there you go. Those are the middle 23, the dinosaurs that are all very very good. All-style dinosaurs. Nothing bad to say about any of these guys. But not quite good enough to make it to the top 25, which we will cover next week on the series. The top 25. We're going to start seeing some seriously awesome dinosaurs. I have nothing but praise for pretty much every dinosaur on the list from this point on. So make sure you join me next time for that. The top 25. I'm very excited for that. I can't record it right now because I don't have time, which is very sad because I want to record it right now. But you know what? We'll get there eventually. So again, the game kind of crashed for no reason. I don't know why it crashed. It just did. That happens sometimes with the PS4 version of this game. Don't ask me why. I wish it didn't happen. It just does sometimes, and it's a bit awkward. But whatever. I'm just re-releasing all the dinosaurs here so you can see them all frolicking and enjoying life. Look at them go. They're beautiful. But no, what was I going to say? I'm going to put on the screen right now a recap of the whole list so far. So 68 through 26. So you have a recap of the whole list. Let me know what you thought about my choices below. Respectfully, let me know what you thought. And I will respond to your comments. And it'll be a good time. Also, if you enjoyed the episode, make sure you give it a like. Subscribe to my channel for more content so you don't miss the finale of this little mini-series next week. Also, more park builds are coming soon, I promise. I have a lot of preparations I'm doing for the next park build because it's going to be difficult, but it's on the go. It's underway. Don't worry about it. It's coming soon. Once this is done, I'm going to start uploading the next park build for Isla Tucano, so don't worry about it. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys in this episode. If you enjoyed, again, leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell. You guys know what to do. But that's all I got for you guys in this episode. I will see you guys on the next one. Hoping you're having a fantastic day. Peace.